Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back.
We are back.
In classic fashion,
yeah.
I forgot what the hell we're supposed to do.
We're supposed to take the giant twin suites elevator down and have a cutscene.
Oh, that helps.
Oh, they have their dinner like they said they're going to. What's up, Circuitry? Welcome back.
It feels good.
Hey, Circuitry.
I love the night air.
Yes, this area is under environmental protection, so there's a lot of trees and plants.
I'm sorry about our dinner plans for tomorrow. I didn't mean to substitute it like this.
Please don't worry about it. The location wasn't important to me. Anyway, this kind of atmosphere is much more valuable.
Atmosphere?
Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Ow, hot, hot!
Oh,
What?
Oh, sorry.
it's all right. We almost wasted a magnificent dinner.
Magnificent? It's just prosciutto.
Come on, a single thought can change the world. Even fast food can become an elegant dinner. Oh,
Huh?
I just had déjà vu. Kevin used to like eating outside too.
Did you eat together with him a lot?
Yeah. I was new, so he always treated me.
Oh, okay.
Ah, yes. Nothing like talking about someone's ex.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you intend to hide there?
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised I can't sneak up on you.
What do you want?
I'll cut to the chase. Who are you?
I believe I gave you my personal data some time ago.
I'm not interested in that painted-over information. I want to know what you were originally made for.
What are you talking about?
Oh, are you going to pretend you don't know? Program Canaan, a surveillance program listed in the records of top-secret vector data. It's programmed into your mind.
Program Canaan? You're bluffing. That keyword doesn't exist in my database.
Are you going to play dumb? What is it you're trying to hide so badly?
Wait. Hold on. I really don't know. There really is a program with that name?
So, they kept its functionality secret even from yourself. All right, I'll believe you.
What's this?
It's partial data on Program Canaan we obtained from Vector. If you want to confirm its validity, you'll have to do it yourself.
Doctus is lazy.
Oh, and one warning. Even if you weren't aware of
Hey,
the
what's up,
program's
Garnaden?
existence, it still affects your behavior.
Garnated! Hey,
If
hey.
you interfere with us, even if it isn't by
What
your
is that,
own will,
a wolf
we
man or
won't
something?
hesitate to eliminate you. Keep that in mind.
It is in hello. Well, Wolfie man, hello to you.
What's up, Ubicore?
Looks like it's about time. I better hurry to the spaceport.
Spaceport it is.
So, Circuitry, what do you think of Fallout New Vegas so far? So far, all she's really gotten to see is me be a complete kleptomaniac. But, the game just started. It's one of many facets to the game.
Burgling.
Stealing everything in sight and shooting big giant mutant lizards.
Burgle away.
I wasn't even technically burglarizing anything. The first guy's house, the doctor that like patches you up from a bullet wound, all of his stuff is labeled like take instead of steal. So he just like, you know, just have all my stuff. It's cool. He's like the fucking priest from Les Mis.
Is there any drawback to stealing stuff?
Yeah, if you get caught stealing, people don't like you, and you get in fights and stuff. But you can sneak steal. I'm pretty sure there's a morality system. I can't remember if there is or not in this game, but there are, you know, virtuous and morally reprehensible actions in some games. I can't remember if it is in this one or not, but it makes a difference, and you get perks and debuffs based on how good people think you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like New Vegas mostly because of the setting. Unfortunately, the copywritten music that I'm not playing on the streams is really good, too. I like it a lot, but can't do it.
I would just get flagged immediately.
It probably would. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the first video I just did will get flagged because I walked into, like, the general shop, and he had a radio going. Oh, you know what? That's probably a good habit for me to get in. You can, like, literally go in and turn off their radios. So, like, maybe that's the first thing I should do whenever I go into a house, is just, like, find the radio and turn it the fuck off.
Can't be playing copyrighted music.
Yeah, right?
Off.
It was in the background. It wasn't very loud, but it was still there, and I bet, like, it was there in long enough amount of time for Shazam to have picked it up if it was trying to identify it.
Hey, Shion, you're looking well. Looks like you're all doing good too.
It's my favorite type of game, Yubakor.
Jin?
Wah!
That's right. I completely forgot you were with them.
Is that any way to greet the brother you haven't seen in a while?
Oh, that's right. You exist.
Everyone else is already here. You know, you really should be a little more punctual.
Yes, everyone's here now, right? Let's get started. You haven't changed a bit, Shion. Yuli and the others are waiting. This way!
Why did Junior just giggle? He's usually pretty serious about stuff.
Shion, have you heard about KOS-MOS?
Never once.
KOS-MOS? No. What's going on?
I haven't heard
Committee
of her.
member Mizrahi. I'll tell her. Chief, they've decided to scrap KOS-MOS.
Scrap? You can't
What?
be serious.
I thought they told her
It's
that.
true. They made the decision yesterday.
Not yet. I think just now.
KOS-MOS.
What was it before? Just that they wanted to decommission
I
her?
understand how you feel.
No. Alan
There's no
found
time
out
to get
that
depressed.
KOS-MOS was going to get
I
scrapped.
want you to listen carefully.
Oh, okay. Yes, no, I remember now. Yes.
And then make a decision. First, take a look at this.
What is it? It's a hypersphere that appeared during a battle with Ormus.
You're a
It also was
hypersphere.
swallowed by it.
Right. And now this hypersphere is beginning to shrink. It'll likely continue to shrink to Planck scale size, and then disappear from this dimension.
What will happen to the Elsa?
At this rate, it will be taken into phase space along with the hypersphere. If that
What does that mean?
happens, it'll be impossible for us to rescue them. If we don't break through this hypersphere, we can't rescue the Elsa.
But weapons on the Durandal or ESs don't even make a dent.
The surface of that hypersphere is connected to imaginary space. Ordinary attacks are useless against it.
We need imaginary attacks.
Its only weak spot is a part called the climb point. If we can pierce that point with a high output weapon and reverse the space, then perhaps...
You've got to be kidding me! How the hell can we do that?
KOS-MOS can do that.
KOS-MOS is phase transfer.
She has imaginary pockets she can reach into and
KOS-MOS's
grab
tertiary
everything she
weapon
needs.
system may be able to break through that hypersphere.
But KOS-MOS has been slated for scrap. How are we supposed to do this? Besides, there's no way we'll get permission to use the tertiary weapons system.
Yes, that's why I've gathered you all here. KOS-MOS is currently awaiting disposal inside the Zohar Project facility.
No kidding.
Planning to steal KOS-MOS?
There's no other way to rescue the Elsa. I'll guide you during the infiltration. But it'll still be dangerous. It'll be up to you to decide.
I like how Ziggy's outfit has not changed through all three games.
I can't just abandon the Elsa's crew.
He's like, I need nothing new.
Shion.
Yeah, I guess if we do him a big favor now, we'll make use of it later.
He finds a look that works for him and he sticks with
We
it.
don't know how long the hypersphere's shrinking will last. We need to begin immediately. We move tonight.
Right. Let's get ready and...
Chief, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh boy.
Shion?
Hoodoo?
Chief!
Shion!
Yikes.
Works.
Jin,
You look tired. I'll take over now. Please, get some rest.
no, I'm fine. I'm more interested in hearing the results of her examination.
Even the medical staff here doesn't know what caused her collapse. They say it's probably exhaustion or something.
She collapsed once at the hotel, too. She seems to have been busy lately, so maybe that's it.
I see.
Quite obviously brain cancer.
How are you feeling?
I'm sorry for worrying you.
Are you still working with Scantia?
Oh, you're new.
Alan said you've been busy. I figured that might be it. Ever since you were little, you'd rush forward without stopping once you've set your mind on it. And
Hey there, bless
never
you.
did my advice.
You're quite correct.
Bless you, what's up?
It looks like the little UMN bunny.
It does.
Well, it's all right, as long as you're healthy.
And it is.
Herbal remedy?
Oh, that's some space weed.
You could have just handed it to me, you know.
Space weed.
You know it. Touched by the gnosis.
Are you feeling all right?
Yes, I just needed some rest. I feel great now.
Official militia high grade. This is from a planet that doesn't
I
exist.
think anyone would. You've been true to your beliefs after you resigned from Vector, after the terrorism.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not even really sure myself.
And here I am, still doing the same thing I always have done. Not asking or thinking whether what I am doing is right or wrong.
Are you regretting your participation in the development of Omega?
Maybe.
Kyler.
It's a weapon with absolute power.
Hey, hey,
Welcome,
Kyler.
welcome.
Clear objective. And yet, I'm participating in its development, so I can prove myself to society.
to clear the shame from the name Mizrahi. Do you think KOS-MOS's very existence is dangerous too? Shion, KOS-MOS isn't a weapon. It's probably strange for a scientist to say this.
Pretty sure she is.
But I have a feeling that KOS-MOS possesses something very important.
I think so.
Something important.
It's like her primary function.
Unlike the human-based Realians, KOS-MOS is composed entirely of machines. How much real difference do you think there is between the bundles of protein that make us and the machines that compose her? We're both a wave that make up this universe. The only difference is the number of ripples.
You sound like a hippie.
Hearts and minds, then it's evident that she would have them as well. Do you think KOS-MOS possesses a heart? Isn't that what you wish? Maybe, but maybe not. I don't know what your thoughts and intentions were when you built her. But no matter what happens, I want you to believe in KOS-MOS.
Right? Trips once and starts spouting what Yuli's talking about.
Yourself. That's your duty as her creator.
You'd draw a face on a cup, and she'd be like, "That means it has a soul!"
Did we head back to the facility? Yes. She said she's going to get things ready for our infiltration.
Okay, we should get started too. There's not much time. Stock up on anything you'll need.
You only really like the Xenogear game, Kyler?
We won't look suspicious meeting in town, and it's close to the facility.
Kyler's OG.
Is that okay with you, Shion?
Strictly.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, let's get moving.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that there's other games after this. Circuitry because she's the coolest character in the entire series, so obviously she's got to die.
Well, I think equipment's all set and done.
Yeah, Yubakor, I would have guessed that you would have said that because of all the excitement you've had over this series here. The whole time we were playing Xenogears, you're like, I can't wait for us to get to Xenosaga episode 3 specifically.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. God, how...
All the while, Kyler's like, I will guide you through this game, Mom, hold my hand.
Yeah. What was it? 6 months now? 6 months of Xeno?
Xeno everything. Yeah, and I like how KOS-MOS kind of looks exactly the same in Xenoblade. They just kind of, you know, gave her new graphics, obviously, but like it's about the same look. Yeah, the music in this game, Kyler, especially has been good. The second one had some good music, but overall, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, I didn't really like the second one.
Yeah, there's plenty of problems, but so far, just about every problem that I was able to complain about in the second one, they've fixed in this one. Maybe the camera's still a little bit of an issue, but not as much.
Yeah, the camera's just equally annoying, but...
You think it's equally?
It has the weird angles, which I don't know if there's necessarily any other way of doing it, just because the camera is fixed angle.
Well, the way of doing it is not having it fixed.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, you know, zooming it out further when you need to.
Yeah, I think if there's a concept of zoom, because it's like this isn't bad. I mean, I guess I know what I'm doing, but I really don't like this where I'm running towards the camera.
Right. You have like 3 feet of clearance. Or visibility, that is.
And see, like here, like this was good, but then like it zooms right in. Like I think they would have fixed it if you could just pan the camera out further.
Yeah, or maybe like hit a button for it to zoom out an extra 30%, like overall. On the regular. That would at least
before I
placate
start
me.
complaining about this, like let's see, but there is in fact no button that does that. People are watching, they're like, this idiot, just press.
You're like, damn, that's a good idea. I should check if that's a real thing.
Right?
Hey, don't feel too bad. I noticed in so the newest Angry Video Game Nerd episode, he addressed an issue that everybody harped on him about from the last one before that, and the whole thing was like prevalent the entire episode, and it was a big thing. And he didn't like go and redo that episode. He was just like, "Hey, I fucked up. Sorry. It's still an episode. You can still watch it."
Yeah.
But like that happens to the pros, man. It even happened to him again in that very episode, which he addressed in that episode. He was like, he was like, oh, I didn't realize until after I recorded all the footage, but I could have shrunk it down to a better aspect ratio. And so he was just like, yeah, whatever, people will be okay with it, especially if I address it. I was okay with it.
So I think we need to get a new pass for that facility.
Okay. Circuitry. I haven't thought of that freaking guy in quite a while. There's this YouTuber called High Retro Game Lord, and he shows off old Apple II games, really old, like I think all I've really ever seen him do is old Apple II games. Circuitry, you let me know if does he do any other consoles or PCs from way back then? It's like specifically strictly very, very old pre-Nintendo system games, and he's terrible at them. Like, you watch the guy play and you're like, why do you play all these old awesome games that like nobody else would play and are completely terrible at it?
Why is he terrible at them?
I don't know. He doesn't talk or show himself in the game, in the footage that is. He just shows the gameplay footage and that's it. Just a couple rounds of the game itself. But he's like terrible at it. It's like watching a person that doesn't know how to play video games play the video game for the first time. Not even like an experienced video game player playing a game for the first time and stumbling around until he gets it. It looks worse than that.
Huh. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's like I want to see good gameplay footage of somebody actually playing the game like it's supposed to be played, not falling over, like just falling down the stairs immediately, metaphorically.
Well, I think if I was making not live stream, like something VOD style of a stream.
Right, and that's the thing. It's not even live stream. It's recorded and edited.
Yeah, I would have more of a script of like what I want to do and what I want to show and how to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would show some stuff with me failing, but I think I would want some like solid sections of me actually making some progress in the game that I'm talking about.
They're not very long usually. They're only like I said, a couple rounds of like the first bit of the game. And he doesn't speak at all. It's not even like any kind of intro or anything. It's just game footage. And yeah, I would think that, like, I think we're kind of thinking the same thing. If we're going to show these games, we should at least talk about them a little bit. If not, at least show like specific things from the game of, things that are cool, things that are fun, things that are tough. but it's like he's one of the only people out there on YouTube that show these old games, so that like whenever we, me and Circuitry were sitting around talking about a certain game from that era, we would look it up, and lo and behold, it's High Retro Game Lord with another goddamn video of him sucking at a game that we want to see.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we know how to get into the testing ground.
Cool.
No, it's not right.
Oh, so we did do some stuff on Atari and such, but it's mostly Apple II, she says. Oh, that's right. He gives it a rating too, and it's always like a crap rating. It's like, well, you suck at this game, so I would understand why you don't like it. Maybe, I guess.
So, like, everything's bad?
Like the presentation and
oh,
the
no.
opinion
His opinion of the game. Like, all the games suck?
Yeah, doesn't. I don't remember if he like says they all suck, but I do remember being frequently at odds with the rating that he would leave at the end. It would be like a 1 out of 10, I think.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. So Circuitry says if it's easy for him to figure out in 2 seconds, he rates it good. If it seems like he's I'm extrapolating at this point, but if it seems like he's having a hard time with it, which is like almost all the time, he rates it bad because it's too hard. Me.
Fascinating. Usually, the older games did tend to be harder. Like,
Indeed.
both in playability, like, almost to the point where sometimes they're just straight up impossible, and in just general comprehension of how to play the game.
Some games I think that you classify like impossible for me. I'm thinking games that are just like so badly programmed, like none of it's intuitive, and also like things are janky as hell on top of it.
Yeah, janky would be the right way. Like I guess I'm having like a hard time thinking of an example. For some reason, Castlevania comes to mind, but with like with regards to jumping, where you sometimes have to jump, but like enemies will spawn at the side of the screen, and you just have to figure out like how to jump but not hit that enemy. So it's not necessarily difficult, but like that enemy's always going to spawn there.
Right.
And you have to figure out how to do it, and you feel like
it is difficult.
Sort of, I don't know, they like coded it wrong or just wanted to be assholes. I don't know.
No, I feel like they coded it that way kind of on purpose because it just makes it harder. If you have no control over your jump, you jump and then you're locked into that arc.
Yeah, and then like you get hit by it and it knocks you back, but it knocks you back far enough that you fall off the edge and die.
Right. That's definitely engineered to be that way.
Yeah.
So I don't consider that to be poor programming. I consider that to be intentional. I think games are programmed sometimes where they don't mean for shit to happen, and it does. Yeah.
But I think in the older games, like stuff like that was more common. Versus if you take like let's say Xenosaga, there isn't necessarily too much just blatant cheap stuff.
No, there isn't.
Like Xenosaga is maybe a bit closer to that. Like there are bosses that are just being cheap. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, but you've never had to fight a boss more than 4 times, I don't think.
No, and that was like in the first one. I forgot who that one was that kept kicking her ass.
That arugula lady killed us a couple times too.
There was someone else at first. I think in the first one.
Yeah, no, there was, but I don't remember that one either.
I don't remember what that
I'm telling you
was.
about the one I do remember.
Arugula was particularly bad. But okay,
the final boss gave us a little bit of a problem.
Oh yeah, but then like I leveled like 15 levels and then he just got murdered.
That's how you do it.
Like, derp. Oh, these things
But
are
yeah, so like
expensive.
talking about High Retro Game Lord, like yeah, all of his opinions and the things that he shows are annoying, but like you still want to watch it because you want to see footage of the game that you were trying to see. And like he's sometimes the only one on on YouTube that has done it. And so it's like, God damn it, play the game. I wish you were better at video games.
Oh no. And it's not like his shtick to just bash on the games?
No, because he doesn't say stuff. He only like just leaves a rating at the end
Huh. Okay.
of the video, which is already kind of short.
Each his own, I suppose.
It's super basic. And having a basic video is not bad, like but he's like there's tweaks that need to be made to his format in my opinion. Can't see where you're going.
I've grown accustomed to it. Alright, let's do this, Alan.
Come on, Alan.
Part of me wants to throw this game in the PS3 and see if it kind of
All right.
de-blurs it, if that's a term. Because I don't know how it looks on the stream, but like on my TV it just looks...
Sharpens.
Yeah,
ready?
it definitely could be sharper.
We're going up against an important
The feed that I'm getting from Zoom does look a little fuzzy.
That's what I'm seeing, yeah.
So stay on your toes.
Interestingly though, the
You're the one we're most worried about.
the feed that I'm getting from
I know that
Twitch
facility better than
is a
anyone
little
else
bit
here.
sharper.
I know. I'm counting on you.
Chief,
Sorry to interrupt your tender moment.
I wish Ben was
Don't
using a
have much time.
CRT.
Let's get going.
I have that giant one downstairs that came with the house.
Right. Ben says if I ever drive over there, I can take it with me on the way back.
If you can get it out of there.
hey, not so loud. Do you want them to find us? So, is everything ready?
Yep. All set.
Oh right,
Security
you're not having it filtered or anything, right? You just have it in
Make any
composite,
mistakes this time. Oh, come on.
a composite connection.
No,
You're the one
HDMI.
who told me not to do
Oh, you do?
anything dangerous and then asked me to help you.
Hmm.
There wasn't anyone else I could ask.
Well, either way, it's probably still blurry
What
because of
about
that.
Doctus? You could have asked Gientia. They're busy with something else. Besides, this is our own problem. I can't ask them to help with this. Aha! I knew it! You're only using me because there's no one else.
Oh shit! You have of course right. They're getting the band back together.
So, how do we get in?
The main gate is sealed, isn't it?
Don't worry. We can get in by using the monocarrier below. We'll also use the transporters within the facility. As for the route, first we'll head from deck number 2 to the exercise area. Past that is a transporter on deck number 5. That'll take us to the research wing where KOS-MOS is.
Right. Just leave the rest to me. I've got something up my sleeve just in case we get caught. I
Don't
know
you
can help
always,
fight against
Miyuki.
Any guards we may happen to run into. Your job is to make sure we don't get caught. Please don't screw this up, Miyuki.
Right. I think the only way to get a clear picture on this with the upscaling would be to have a updated for like new graphics updated version of the game.
Kinda, sorta.
What's that one for?
Buying shit.
Ooh.
It's just this.
So I tried to get some people from Instagram to tune into us with using a picture of Lydia. I don't know if that... Yeah, there it goes.
But that's completely unrelated.
Hope it works. I know it's completely unrelated, but it's a cool, cute snake. And it's got all the right tags. And it says, tune in to Nerdles in Time, live now. Hiss. I was looking for a better picture that was already in my phone, but I couldn't find anything video game related, actually. Next time I'll have something better. More relevant.
That thing's fast.
Bullet train.
Pretty sure everyone heard that. No, don't go back on it.
Finally, we get to have some battles. We had 0 battles last game, or last stream.
Shion, take care of the rest.
And I like the battle music.
It's not bad at all.
Oh, kick to the head. See, more of them need to sway around like Miyuki.
Yeah, why aren't they?
Well, maybe we should
Only
ask why
Miyuki's
is
having
Miyuki
fun
doing
here.
that. Nobody else does that.
She had some of those herbal remedies.
The space weed.
Yep.
Okay, good job.
I like, bless you. I do have I think I haven't fully made up my mind yet because I haven't heard all the music in this game yet. But I think so far, Xenosaga 1 has my favorite music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, especially with the menu music and the email music. I like that shit.
Oh, that's true.
Like, it's
did have
very good.
Really, really good music. Actually,
Um,
find out who the... I don't know where
Composer.
to look up. Composer, I guess.
I'll look it up. I bet Ubicore already knows.
And or if he or she has done any other games.
Yatsunori Mitsuda. Yep. Oh, I looked it up and they already had like answered like 3 times.
Here we go.
Hell yeah, guys. Way to be on
Excellent.
the ball. Let me see what he's done here, though. Oh shit, son, he did Chrono Cross.
Ooh, Chrono Cross did have really good music.
He did Bulletproof Monk.
The movie?
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
looking
remember
at his
the
IMDb
music
page.
from that.
We got Edge of Eternity, Xenoblade Chronicles, Final Fantasy 15, Episode Ignis,
Oh, okay.
Valkyria, Azure Revolution, Stellar Grow, Ride, which is a movie, Black Butler, Book of Circus.
What?
Black Butler, I believe, is a anime.
Oh.
Soul Sacrifice, Inazuma Irebun Go Suturai Kazu.
Yikes.
Yeah, I hope I said that correct. Xenosaga Freaks, Legaia, Legend of Legaia 2?
Ooh, that did have good music.
Yeah, nice. What else we got here? Oh, he did Shadow Hearts, he did Mario Party 2, Bomberman 64, Chrono Cross, Mario Party, and he was one of the ones on Chrono Trigger. So, I know about Chrono Trigger, one of the composers, and now you probably know Yumikori. Was it Mitsuda, the one that he was like an up-and-coming composer, and his first big project was Chrono Trigger, and he like worked himself into exhaustion and needed Uematsu's help and all that. That was him. Yeah, okay, that was him. Yeah, I know about that. That's a hell of a story. That's a hell of a way to get started in this industry, and he's only been doing, like, maybe not better and better, I don't know, but he's been doing it ever since, and that's a good thing. Like, I'm glad that he's still at it, because he deserves it after doing what he did for Chrono Trigger.
I'll handle this.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see exactly what Uematsu did versus Mitsuda, because Uematsu's got that distinctive feel to most of his music. So it's fun to see if you can hear that yourself too.
Whoa! Oh, that works.
Okay, good job.
I have no interest in those doors, but I'm gonna go get it anyway.
Maximum output.
If you guys like music nerdery stuff, especially with video game music, I'm gonna set you guys on a path with a YouTube video. I think I've talked about this guy before when I first got started, and I'm not sure who was there to hear about it, so I'm gonna start over. But let me find it first here. Keys. It's this is it, no, it's not Big Keys. That's something else. I gotta find it. Shit.
We won.
Ha! Got it. So the channel is called 8-bit Music Theory, and Ben, I've showed you pictures.
Yeah, you did.
Videos,
when we were talking about the hardware design of the sound processor.
Yeah, it was. We were, yeah. And this is like right before we started NerdlesInTime, I think. It's one of the conversations that led into like, hey, why don't we start streaming video games?
Yeah.
But yeah, so this guy is a music theory nerd, and he specifically focuses on things to talk about with video game music. He's got all kinds of different games that he covers, but some of the really specific ones that I like a lot are for Final Fantasy VI, and he's got a 3-parter episode on Uematsu's genius. He just basically spews his praises in a music nerd way the entire time. and I think you'd probably like it. I think everyone would probably like it in this chat room. I know you've already seen it, Ben, but I will link right now. Oh, Ubicore already knows. That's good, and now everybody else needs to watch it too.
I think how we got on that topic was when I was telling you about the emulator that my roommate and I were writing, and how he was super interested in the sound processor for the NES.
Sure.
And then you're like, oh, by the way, this. And like when I saw that video, it blew my mind.
Yeah, I like how like even if you don't entirely grasp all the rules and things that he's talking about within music theory, like he explains it well enough to capture your attention and blow your mind at the same time, you know. And it's just really, I like, even if I don't understand what the person's talking about, if a person is talking about a thing like passionately and seemingly correctly, I'm into it. Especially if it has to do with things that I already like.
If you have seen the pilot of Omega Res Novae, please contact security immediately.
Maybe not so much if like it's a thing that I am completely opposed to, but I'd probably at least hear him out.
Have faith in yourselves.
Oh, sorry, Penguin Nerdy, I told you I was gonna be back in like 20 minutes. And I was. So that's all, that one's on you.
How dare you join so late?
Oh hell yes, you were there.
Ouch.
When I said goodbye, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Or did you log off all sneaky like? I don't know. But that's your fault for dipping out before I was done. Well, we keep a schedule. If you look on our Twitch, it's if you look on our Twitch, the schedule is there, and we keep to that. If we're not gonna do a day that day, we'll let you know.
Realistically, we probably
won't. We may not. We might not. And you're allowed to yell at us about that. That's okay, because it's deserved.
If you have seen
But it might not stop anything.
please contact security immediately.
Attacking!
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I have an energy drink stored away in my fridge. I might actually get back to Fallout after this stream.
Oh, I actually kind of want to check that out.
You've never seen Fallout New Vegas?
No.
Oh, you've never played any Fallout games, have you?
I played one of them very briefly. I don't remember which one.
Was it recently?
We won.
Within the last 5 years?
No.
So it was probably Fallout 3?
Sure. If I saw screenshots of it, I might be able to figure it out.
Well, the first two Fallout games were like top-down, overhead kind of games.
So it wasn't that kind
The Fallout 3 was the first one that was FPS.
Yes, I can get this.
Van brace.
Gotta brace that van.
It's for when you break your van, you put a brace on it and it heals eventually.
Fixes the van. Half attack down, half defense down.
Bro, your van broke bones.
Oh, I don't know. Take it.
Ugh. Penguin Nerdy and her fucking foosball watching.
Oh, foosball? I love foosball.
No, for footy ball.
I love that too.
Whatever.
Foosball.
I think it sucks because it kills arcade attendance.
Foosball is the devil.
That fucking movie.
Mama said.
Oh, Jesus.
My sister and I still have like a thing like that, where like if she asks me for something, I'll reply like, "Not only will I do that for you, yes, I'll do that for you." Other people have no idea. They're like, "What is wrong with your brother?"
That's hilarious.
It's either that or like things from Zoolander.
I think my favorite joke from Waterboy was, I'd like a whiskey and water. Hold the water. Hold the whiskey.
Hold the whiskey.
Hold the whiskey. And then the fucking big dumb guy's like, "You just make a joke, Bobby."
Good job.
It's so ridiculously stupid.
So good.
The Cyberpunk saga just keeps getting worse and worse, Umaquar. I haven't heard anything new other than it sucks.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh wait, no, I did see another Review Tech USA video. I mean, Rich. Yeah, no, it's Review Tech USA. He was talking about how Sony and it's just getting really hard to get a refund right now.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a digital copy.
Oh wow.
Which
Whoa, it's not even on the PlayStation Store anymore.
Which I actually thought if you have a digital copy, you just straight up can't get refunds.
Well, generally that's the case, but in terms of, well, like whenever there's a game that's so bad that everyone's like, no, we need a refund. Like with No Man's Sky, they did let that happen.
Oh yeah.
But apparently they're not being so forgiving this time. Man, that's nuts. They removed a highly hyped AAA, in quotes, game from the fucking store. That's amazing. Oh god! You got the drop on you.
Well, they... Yes and no? I don't know what happened.
Shot you in the back.
Sanity.
Just fortunate you were able to survive it.
Oh, there is survival.
Is it... No, I think it's just on the PlayStation Store circuitry, but it's just so crazy that they would do something like that. That's a big move. I really kind of want to see some game footage from like a high-end PC and see how it runs it.
Like using one of the new Nvidias or Radeons?
Yes. And then I also kind of want to see a normal, like a PC that's kind of comparable to what I am working with, running it, because I assume that it wouldn't be able to run it on best settings anywhere near that, probably around medium. But as long as it doesn't look like complete ass and like the textures are a third of the way loaded in by the time I am standing right next to the person, as long as that's not a thing, I would still probably want to get the game.
Well, I think the game was doing weird thing with textures. From the glitches I saw where you would run up to something and it wouldn't actually load the high-res textures, so you had like the low-res
yeah, they look like
pixelated
a
bike.
Like not even like half of the way loaded in where they almost look like a person. It's like literally just like a blob of fleshy weirdness.
I like the one
and
where
it slowly becomes a person, sorry.
It didn't load the full like facial features of the one model, and it was just like a set of eyeballs and teeth.
Oh yeah, just floating around.
Yeah.
I saw a different clip reel of people trying to drive around, and you're driving down the street, and all of a sudden, like, it's like something, like, hit the very front of your car, like something completely solid, and so you're just driving it, and then boom! You just launch forward for no reason when you hit literally nothing.
I saw those. I was trying to understand what it was.
It's hilarious. I would die laughing if I was trying to, like, do something, and that just happened out of nowhere.
Money.
But yeah, quite obviously they're not gonna just let this be the way it is. They're gonna patch it, and they're gonna patch it again, and they'll probably patch it again within like a couple of years.
A couple of years seems extreme, but I guess, like, how long did No Man's Sky take before it was playable?
It was like 90% playable after the first major patch, which came out a few months maybe after the game released. And then I think there's been like maybe 2 other major patches since then as the years have gone by.
Oh wait, do all these go to the exact same place? No, this is a different place. Okay.
I agree, circuitry. They've cleared the path for this being able to be a thing by being complicit.
Well, that was pretty easy.
I told you I had everything all set. I'm pretty good, huh?
Yes, yes, we see how useful you are. Now let's go.
You're wonderful, shut up.
I don't believe in
Here we
firmware
go.
updates.
Huh? That's weird.
What's wrong? There's not much time. Hurry up.
Always makes it worse.
For real.
Well, the elevator isn't responding.
Miyuki,
Stairs?
you screwed up again, didn't you?
What?
It had a firmware update yesterday.
Okay. I thought this might happen, so I prepared another route. So it's not a problem.
Are you sure?
Pulls out a grenade, blows a hole in the door.
Everything's fine. Come on, let's go.
Like, like in when they were infiltrating Cyberdyne, and they're like, "We need another route," and the Terminator just walks through the wall. This way.
Is this a thing? No,
Looks like it. It's like a fire alarm.
it's a fake thing. Sweet room.
Right?
Don't underestimate me.
Chaos has a pretty cool Kim Catwan pose going on.
Oh yeah, and he actually has pants.
Kind of like Kim Catwan's as well, yeah. He didn't have the I don't think he has blue stripes, but they look kind of like Karate Kid pants. I like him as a character in King of Fighters and SNK. He's not the best overall, but he has some fun. Like, there's some fun things that you can do with him, that is. He has some fun when he's fighting Geese Howard and shit.
Oh, Geese. I just remember Geese's moves being impossible.
They're impossible for sure. They're all these weird, like, combinations of quarter circles and half circles. But if you were able to master them, he's unstoppable. You can, like, never move and still win. You can just, like, counter everything that happens to you. Fucking statue. Same with Zangief. I've seen people be extremely good with him.
Oh my god, I love the Geef.
I can't do it. Like, I've never been anywhere near competent with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's too big and dumb and slow.
Don't underestimate me.
I think my best character in Street Fighter is Ken. just shoulder check him.
Kind of like a 1-inch punch.
Kinda. Oh, okay, I see.
We won.
Gut punch.
Poor Miyuki.
So, have you heard of the tarantula hawk wasp?
I don't think so. It sounds
They're,
terrifying.
that sounds what?
Terrifying.
Yeah, it basically is. They're about this big. That big. And, they are out in the desert that I'm going to be moving to. They're there. But they are solitary. They're not territorial. They kind of wander around. They're not very aggressive. But they have the second most painful sting of the insect kingdom. And yeah, it hurts. So I'm going to be having to learn about them and how to avoid them. But also, one of the main reasons why I wanted to play Fallout New Vegas is there's an enemy called the Cazador, I believe. And it's basically a giant mutated to be bigger tarantula hawk wasp. And they're super they're super freaky in the game, like let alone in reality. But in the game, like you'll see them like way off in the distance, and there'll be a bunch of them, and they're really buff. See, it's not exactly the easiest thing to snipe them and kill them before they get to you. And then they move like unrealistically fast. Like as soon as they notice you, they're like right in your face from like across the landscape. It's no good. But for some reason I wanted to play a game with those in it because I'm moving to an area with that.
Excellent.
Do I know why they're called that? I assume because they eat tarantulas?
Power unit.
Like a hawk? They hawk in on them? Based on what you just said there, they're Geiger aliens to tarantulas. So they lay their eggs in tarantulas, and then they burst out of the tarantula and start a cycle of horror.
Fascinating.
That's awesome! So they're little fucking xenomorph wasps.
Bust out of the tarantula.
But I mean, the thing that freaks me out the most is the pain index of that particular bug. Good lord. They say it's like the kind of pain where you basically just fall on the floor and start screaming for like about a day.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, how easy is it to get stung by them?
Not very. Like, you have to like accidentally sit on one or something.
Oh.
From what I understand, and I haven't researched it nearly enough to be confident what I'm saying, but it seems like they're about the same danger level as as a rattlesnake. Or just don't fuck with it, don't get too near it, and you'll be all right.
Pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't know that like most all snakes, if they're gonna strike defensively, they won't do it unless you're close enough. They're not gonna like chase you so that they can strike defensively. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's trying to hunt you.
Right, exactly.
It's more scared of you than you are of it.
Right. It's a taking a stay the fuck away from me posture, not I'm gonna chase you away from this area posture. I think I would definitely be more worried about myself than tarantulas if I were around tarantula wasps. Circuitry, I'm sorry. I know you're really selfless amongst the animals that you like, but I don't want to feel that kind of pain.
It's just a scratch.
And I like tattoos.
Just don't get bitten by them.
That stung, but yeah.
Or stung, yeah.
Leland, my roommate, has a couple in, you know, those bug boxes that you pin a bug to, and you can keep like a display case, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he has a couple in there. He's got a velvet ant and a bullet ant, too, which are some of the other most painful stinging insects out there.
Hmm.
I make fun of him all the time. I call him Bug Boy.
That sounds easy.
Circuitry, I think I would be also worried about the Chuck E. Cheese plastic balls too, because like all the diseases from all the little fucking horrible, dirty little kids. No. I'd rather get stung by a bark scorpion and have like vomiting fever pains for the day.
Oh wow.
I think I'm kidding. I'm like 75% sure.
It's good exercise for your immune system.
Let's go swim in the Hudson River while I'm at it.
It's just a...
I don't know, I feel like I should knock on some wood, but I haven't been sick in a long time.
No, that is good. But you've always been very healthy, like rarely do you get sick.
I usually don't get sick.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
the
used
last
to
time I
getting-
was sick was maybe 3 years ago.
Wow. Hell yeah. It's that home-cooked meal diet that you've been working on. Like even before then, you were always like rarely sick. I'm used to getting like a cold about once a year.
I think that's pretty normal.
That's pretty regular, I think.
Like a winter.
Actually,
And I guess
it's usually
out here
not
it
the
doesn't
winter.
get too cold. I think if I lived in a colder climate, I'd probably get sick more often.
Circuitry. Actually, I think that if I was to let any kind of a rattlesnake bite me, it would be a Sidewinder, because I think they're the most cool rattlesnake out there. Ever since I was a kid, I thought Sidewinders were the shit. I was like, wow, they evolved to transport themselves an entirely different way. So much so that they can't even they don't even know how to slither forward like a normal snake does, because they've evolved so thoroughly to Sidewind specifically. They're also the safest. Like, venom wise, like least deadly. Well, looks like I'm gonna give a Sidewinder a kiss at a certain point in my life. Not. Sorry, Circuitry. I don't tempt fate that much.
Don't do it.
No way.
Uh-oh. We freed something.
but I definitely could see myself like taking it from the middle of the road if I saw it, you know, about to be run over or something, you know. Circuitry told me a story about one time where she was driving down the road in the desert and saw a rattlesnake and had to pull over and move it so that she didn't run it over or let it get run over by something else.
That's very kind.
It's not exactly the dying from it thing that it worries me, Circuitry. It's just the pictures that I've seen of rattlesnake bites and a huge black balloon swollen hand. That doesn't look good to me. Necrotic.
Gnosis
Ouch.
experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate immediately.
Run away!
That was the most venomous, huh, Mojave rattlesnake? That's... I wouldn't put past you. You would have tried to move it if it was a fucking full-grown anaconda and was fully capable of eating you or something. Or a Burmese python or something.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate. Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area
What?
18.
How are
All
we
personnel in
supposed to
that
fight
area should
those things?
evacuate immediately.
Sneak past it? No.
Run between its legs!
Right! Yeah, slice it.
Speaking of snakes, let's see if Lydia wants to say hi. Come here, kid. I hope all of our animals have an okay time transitioning to the new state.
Here I go.
Especially on the ride over.
Ouch. Oh, yeah, that's probably going to be pretty stressful for them.
They're not going to enjoy it. Especially if we have to stop it overnight someplace. But I have a plan for all contingencies. This is Lydia Pixelhead. And she's just over a year old. Maybe like a year and 3 months.
Grant freedom to this soul bound by flesh. We won.
You did.
Nice. Can't wait till she's full grown.
How much larger does it get?
They can reach up to 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
She'll probably end up closer to 3.5, 4.5.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area 18.
Oh yeah. Yeah, circuitry, that's my plan actually. I'm going to put both my snakes in the back seat and crank the back heat and like not even have mine in the front on, so that like it'll warm the entire cabin, but the bulk of the heat will be in the back. And then also I'm going to have them in contain like a small like Tupperware container probably with the hot hands, you know, the little like chemical things that can hand heater things. I'll put that under their containers so that they have a nice heated ride the entire time. Yeah, they should be okay. I just hope that they both get a good drink before they start the journey. Even though it's not going to be that big of a deal, like they're not going to die of dehydration or anything like that. No, I don't have rear seat warmers. I don't have any seat warmers. I'm gonna have to use the hot hands, but it'll be good enough. Those things last for hours and hours. Might have to replace them once in the journey. if at all. I think they last for like 10 hours.
Oh, wow. Junk circuit.
Yeah. Keep looking at the snow on the ground and being like, I'm never gonna have to see this shit again.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate immediately.
After I get a little bit more advanced with my stream, I should work in a Lydia cam and cut to it every once in a while and check in with her.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that
That could be
area
a
should
thing.
evacuate immediately.
She never just hangs out in my hand. She's always trying to reach the ground somehow.
Interesting.
Very
Gnosis
active.
experiment
Yeah.
subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate immediately.
Is this switch?
Soon.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate
What is it?
immediately.
Okay.
The good old KWP-11.
Not a fucking key.
That's true.
I hate that so much. My new room will be a little bit bigger, so I might actually be able to have Lydia and Shy in my room. My other snake's in the living room right now because it doesn't have enough room in here.
It's for something we don't have.
Ooh,
Whatever it is, we can't use it.
a taste of things to come.
Indeed.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is
Sounds promising. That was the treasure at the beginning.
Escape artist.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate immediately.
Centipede cabinet, I don't know. I'm not getting a real centipede circuitry. You get one.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now
I'll make you a deal. You can give me one of your salamanders. You can give me Silly, and then you can get a centipede.
Gnosis
Because you'll have room.
Subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate immediately.
Garuda angle. Null's poison. Sounds like there's gonna be a lot of poisoning going on.
Hope not. But if so, we've got a fucking bangle for it. I actually kind of want one of those marbled salamanders. They're really cool. Wait, no. Is Silly a marbled, or was that a different kind? You had the other Huey, Dewey, and Louie were marbled. Was it? I forget. No, I don't want yours specifically, but like, eventually I think I might want some form of salamander because they're cool. Silly is the blue spotted, okay, and he's my favorite one of your salamanders. Next to Rose, I guess. Axolotls are awesome, but yeah, I like the blue spotted more above the marbled.
Clear a path.
He's fun to watch eat. He's the most savage little fucking monster to a tiny little worm.
Nice. They're able to take out one of them now. Oh, that hurts so much.
Yeah, that's the problem I had with your marbled salamanders. They just sit there forever, mostly under something, so you can't see them. At least it's not a Pac-Man frog, though. Those things are gross. And they just sit in a lump their whole life. They're like little Jabba the Hutts. Little fucking turds.
Jesus.
I like tree frogs, though. I think they're cool looking.
Oh, those things are cool.
Yeah, I would get some of it at some point if I had the room for it.
You know, open up like a pet shop.
Kinda want to. Yeah, Silly and Rose have some good personality to them. To Circuitry's salamanders.
We won.
I drove by the In-N-Out, the one In-N-Out that is open in Aurora, by my house. Well, it's not by, it's like half an hour away. I was Ubering around and I was taken out there and I was like, oh man, I bet if the line isn't too long by now because it's been open for like a month. I was like, if the line isn't too long, I might as well stop in there and see if they can do In-N-Out burgers correctly in Colorado. Shitholing out. But the line is still like literally like around the building, and like they have extra long lanes and stuff. It's almost like a Disneyland ride line where they have like extra railing and stuff to guide you into the line properly.
I mean, that's like In-N-Out here. And not even at like a new location, like it's just permanently packed.
But this is even more so. Like we're talking like hours waits, more than 1 hour waits.
Oh.
You shut the fuck up, Penguin Nerdy. You speak blasphemy. I will never ever agree with you on that.
Oh, I remember this. Yes.
Circuitry has first-hand knowledge about how big of a fan I am of In-N-Out.
Is there In-N-Out over in Phoenix?
There's like 5 or 6 of them. And
Okay.
there's like one, like three blocks from where I'm going to be living. And they will know me there. They don't know what's about to hit them. They'll speak legends about the man with the fiery thirst for double-doubles.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped and is now in Area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate.
Oh.
Here we go!
But Fuddruckers doesn't have a drive-thru. Fuck that.
Fuddruckers is still around?
Yeah, there is one in. Last time me and Circuitry were in Vegas, we went to one.
Whoa.
Yeah, it looks just like it did in California too, in San Diego. The one in Mira Mesa.
Yeah.
Except the arcade area obviously doesn't have good arcade games anymore. It's all like shitty Art Redemption bullshit. Fucking claw games and stuff.
You're from a bygone age.
Yep. Which I would have never thought. Like, did you think as a kid that like the industry of arcades would die?
I don't think I really thought of it.
Because you never thought that like it was even possible. It wasn't even like a thing that entered your head, probably in my opinion.
Maybe.
I mean, that's how it was for me.
Like, stopped paying attention to arcades, and then all of a sudden they were just gone. And I was like, oh, these arcades are no more.
I'm like 100% confident if somebody had asked me when I was like 12 if arcades would ever go out of business, I would be like, that's impossible. That's like saying telephones won't exist.
Maybe one day telephones won't exist.
But not for a couple hundred years, probably. Not in our lifetime. That's for sure.
Damn you, Jen.
Although now that I think about it, like 200 or 300 years, I think is a good amount of time to expect like brain chips that let you telepathically communicate with people. That's enough time to pass, I think, to be like, we should have that by now.
That sounds reasonable.
It's 2015 and I want my hoverboard.
Gnosis experiment subject has escaped.
And self-lacing shoes.
Area 18.
Yes.
Personnel in that area should evacuate immediately.
There's a pretty big arcade in Phoenix, though, that I will be going to called Starfighters. Oh, I never got to check it out last time I was there. But I met the guy who runs it. And he's worth going to see again, I suppose.
I'll have to fly out when you're settled.
Yeah, sounds good to me. You can show me how to fix my car.
If that's what you want to do. We'll have to buy tools first.
No, I meant more like show me what I can look at and diagnose myself, you know, like in a cursory way. Because like I don't even know that kind of thing.
Subject has escaped.
You do.
It is now in area 18. All personnel in that area should evacuate immediately.
Don't you beep at me.
Beep, blue panel, motherfucker.
It is restricted.
Maybe Fuddruckers is a franchise or something now, and only the independently owned ones.
Experiment subject has escaped and is now in area 18.
Or independently managed ones, that is, are
Maybe.
still open. Because Penguin Nerdy says that Fuddruckers went out of business, but there's still one in operation in Vegas. You know what I heard went out of business? Soup Plantation.
What?
Yeah, just recently.
Oh man,
I wonder
I like
why.
that place too.
You messed up again, didn't you? No, I couldn't have. I checked it. Really, I did.
This isn't her fault. We are being led somewhere by someone.
Yeah, I did too.
Or something.
What do you mean?
Where does this elevator go?
Oh, it's, if we keep going down this way, we should end up at a large underground hangar.
So something's down there then, huh?
KOS-MOS?
Thank you, Junior. That really contributed. Jesus, circuitry.
Hey, look at that!
Impressive.
I imagine like Kirby going into a soup plantation and just vacuuming up everything.
That thing's enormous! What the hell is my idiot father planning to do with that thing?
Blueberry muffins are the best muffin, though. I will grant you that. There is no better muffin than blueberry.
Shion!
Chief!
I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
Maybe you haven't completely recovered yet.
I'm fine. It's nothing, really.
Chief?
It's okay. I'm just a little lightheaded.
Huh?
That boy. That's Abel.
Oh, circuitry! I'll love this. So my roommate has this thing where if he gets up too fast, he kind of gets a little dizzy and like wobbly and sometimes falls over. And he noticed that when he was in Phoenix, that didn't happen.
But Yuli said he's an
Obviously, it's the fucking altitude killing him while he's living here.
Oh, I forgot to tell you earlier, but he's the pilot of Omega. He lives in this facility. You see him around CR a lot.
Knew you'd love it.
Oh.
Boy is Omega's pilot?
Able
But why is
pilots
he here by
Omega.
himself?
Okay.
It's a trap. Who would do that? And more importantly, why? And who does he mean by sad being?
Yeah, I told him about that.
Maybe he's trying to lead us to KOS-MOS.
So, you want to follow him?
Vente.
I don't understand any of what you just said. What's going on? Yeah, there's no point in staying here.
Shut up, Miyuki.
Wait, Shion!
Go invent something.
Poor Miyuki.
She's like Alan 2.0.
Kind of. You do anything with this thing?
Class L planet.
It's turned off.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure it made your, it sent your mind reeling, Yubicor, when you first saw Abel. You're just like, that gif of one of those Tim and Eric things. What does it mean?
Ooh, view files, yes. Ooh.
Sorry, what? I was reading Yubicor's thing.
There's a different Omega.
Oh. How many? Does that make 2?
2 so far. Plus the one,
Okay.
I guess, in the second one, which you trashed. I don't
Oopsie.
know what they did to that one. The Testaments just sent it away.
Hmm. Xenogears was supposed to be part 5 in a 6-part series. Good lord.
Mm-hmm.
This series seems like it got George Lucas, or wanted to be. This is still my thing.
He didn't go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe to go this way? What's up here?
Ah! It's a fucking construct.
Cable's room. Oh, it's the same.
Cable is boring. What?
I think those blocks were in Xenogears.
Were they?
I thought so. Like the cowards like playing with them or something.
I don't remember, but I trust you.
You remember the coward? Like the third or fourth personality of Faye?
Yes. Yeah.
I thought he was playing with some blocks or something.
Probably. If you remember that, I trust you. You seem to not remember, like, you don't misremember things, you just don't remember things sometimes. So if you do remember it, I trust that it happened.
Oh god. Point of no return.
Anti-crystal? So what is it? Liquid? Or...
What does it do? We have two. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of
that
status
makes
element.
the sense.
What are you doing, Alan? Are you all right?
Oh, that hurt. Hey, what is with the
Do the
ground
dance.
here? Oh, Chief, look.
Scrap Cosmos? Oh, she's in a trash heap.
KOS-MOS, how could they do this to you?
Man, I can't believe they trashed a top security unit in a place like this.
And they just, like, placed her there? They didn't, like,
Sorry.
demolish her, disassemble?
Chief,
right?
It's okay.
Like, it's still a thing that works, probably. See?
Reboot her right away.
No damages. She just turned her off? That's ridiculously stupid.
I don't understand. What's this task? Miyuki, can you tell what this is?
Beats me. But I think it looks like some kind of feedback from something. I won't be able to tell without an analysis, and we don't have that kind of equipment here for that.
All right, then it'll just have to wait till later. Let's reboot her and get out of here. Miyuki, I'll run a stalking program against that task, so make a record of it. Ask doctors to analyze it later.
I'm on it!
That's the last member of the band, right? Just a little passed out, you know, a little bit too much sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's how drummers are.
Please do.
Gotta revive her, and then we can go off and beat the Space Devil in a music competition, a rock show. Battle of the Bands. Shut up, Roy.
Good morning, KOS-MOS.
Destroy.
How are you?
And good morning to you, Xian. My drive coefficient is down by 0.3, but everything else is running normal. There are no problems.
Good. I'm sorry, KOS-MOS.
Is there something wrong, Xian?
Yeah, you're garbage.
No.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm just happy. That's all.
Yeah, it's like hugging Data. Like, I do not understand. Or rather, that's not true, because Data would be like, oh, a hug! You just start defining what a hug is, and make it all weird.
All right. We shouldn't stay here long. Let's hurry up and get out.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. KOS-MOS, can you enter battle mode?
Yes, anytime.
Miyuki, move to backup and support KOS-MOS during combat. Why? Why do I have to be backup? I barely got to fight.
That's true.
Your job isn't to fight, so stop whining.
Your job is to be our Otacon.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
stay that way. Yuki is Donnie. Yeah, there you go. Bringing it over to the Nerdles. That Donnie. Okay. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Donnie on multiple levels. Really, they're all kind of science nerds. So it's not like Donatello the Ninja Turtle. It's more like, yeah, shut up, Donnie. But she is the most technically adept. She's the R&D.
Excellent. Is there anything else in here?
So this one rocks.
Oh.
Damn you, enemy! Killed the music.
KOS-MOS, you better be good. Alright, that's acceptable.
KOS-MOS has really good break attacks. And Ziggy, so says Ubicore.
That does make sense.
They got that robotic oomph behind their attacks. Are you watching the Dragon Ball, or the Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball Z? Well, it's called, what do they call it? They call it December. Every December they do a countdown of something. Dragon Ball related. They've been doing it for the past like 3 or 4 years now. This year's topic is transformations. And they're on like number 8 now. They do like a top 12, like advent calendar kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. Like, because they don't do the show anymore, they don't do Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but they still come out with plenty of Dragon Ball content. I mean, not as much as they used to, but it is still Dragon Ball centric.
This game has a little bit...
Say what?
This game has a little bit too many attacks that hit everybody.
A little bit too much? Like from the enemies?
Mm-hmm.
Deal with it. Get good. Buy those items that you can actually buy.
I think we can use this.
One sec.
That monster's up there. Don't go there.
Yeah, it's connected to the exercise area.
Shion, are you all right? You don't...
What? It's nothing. I'm fine.
Liar.
Splat.
Shion!
Uh-huh? Her brain has been slowly turning to salt from that time that she touched hypnosis.
Shion.
Is that you calling me again? Who are you?
What do you seek?
don't seek anything.
Someone who speaks faster.
I want to know. To know your world.
Do you need some coffee or something, dude?
You want to know me?
Lethargic.
I want to know you as well. Tell me, who are you?
I am the will of the universe. You identify me as Udu.
Udu likes that purple drink.
You're Udu?
What do you desire from the world?
I was just dreaming about Laguna and his friend's Ward. And what was the other guy's name? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, what was his name?
Shit.
What?
Wasn't it like a weird name?
What happened?
Can't remember.
It was the knife hand guy.
Are you really okay?
He was like a proto Voldo.
I'm okay now.
Proto Voldo.
He was. He swayed around all weird in the battles with his knife hands.
I liked Laguna's battle theme.
Yeah, actually, it was good. It was like an action movie kind of instead of like Final Fantasy.
Press boot, Tim. Let's do this.
Uh-oh. What a hell of an elevator. Got 13 minutes. Yeah, so most of my walls are completely naked now, except for this one here, because it's not a poster. I took all my posters off the wall. Oh my god.
Run away!
My little legs cannot compare to the big giant mechanical ones. No!
Bonk.
I think you're supposed to lose. I don't see how you're supposed to be able to win against that. Unless they stop fighting if you take that one out. They killed the captain! Stop! But we're getting closer and closer to being all packed up and moved. We reserved a U-Haul. So it's waiting for us. We're ready for it.
Good progress.
Yeah.
All systems functioning normally.
Circuitry, I'm thinking that if I absolutely have to, I can call up Mike again and have him pick up some of my 13-inch monitors, because I might not have room for them. And like if the situation out in Phoenix is the same as it is out here, I can get more of them within a certain amount of time. You know, it just takes a little while to find them, but they're out there. Yeah, McMaster. Because I know he wants them. Yeah, McMaster. And I just don't want to give them up. But when it really comes down to it, I know that I could get better, not better, but other ones out there. At the very least, I'll keep the ones with the VCRs attached to them. and your Zenith that I promised you I'd keep.
Oh.
I don't know if I can't take them. I'm just trying to plan ahead if we don't have the room. Is it getting hard to find them out there in Vegas? Because I still see them pretty... I wouldn't say regularly, like frequently on Facebook Marketplace, but like once a month, you know, they're still around. And they're not like for more than like $5 or $10, if anything, if sometimes they're free. Damn. Well, hopefully it's not the case as much in Phoenix, but even still, I think if I spend enough time and patience, I'll get back anything that I might lose in this move, which hopefully is nothing, but we'll see. That's unfortunate. That's like the best thing that Denver has going for it, isn't it? So yeah, at the very least, I'll keep 2 of the 13 inches for myself for my desk setup, like I have right now, and your Zenith and my Quasar. Well, I think it's I forget how many inches it is. I think it's like 20 something. It's low 20s, with the VCR on it, and then also my compact computer monitor, and that's it. That's it. Because that's already a lot. I have a problem, you guys.
I think you might.
Yeah, but it looks like fucking nothing compared to circuitry situation.
Oh, look at those little legs.
Little tiny little legs and big old beefy body. He looks like a Rob Liefeld comic creation. Except he doesn't have the stupid feet. He just has little stumpy legs.
Well, it's weak to something, but I don't know what that is.
It's weak to damage.
No poison.
Pain, my only weakness.
Ah, bullets. My only weakness.
Ah, the goggles. They do nothing.
Oh, that's beam. Okay.
No, none of my circuitry, none of my 13 inches have, none of my TVs at all have the old dial channel selector, unfortunately. Those are so fucking cool. You might want to ask McMaster if he has that one. He might. Because he definitely grabbed a good chunk of some of those TVs from the arcade. Well, I mean, maybe not even like to try to get back, but just to know that somebody worth having it has it, instead of just instead of just, you know, fucking the landlord getting his little shit rat hands on him.
It can't be helped.
You got this.
Probably.
Fire bolts. Typical circuitry. Typical. Oh, circuitry, you want to know what I was watching on tape the other day? I'll show you. One of your favorite movies.
Wait, what was it?
Oh, it was The Mummy.
Oh! I like that too.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
I think we saw that in theaters together. If not, I know we watched it on tape a bunch.
Oh, for sure.
Because it is a good movie. Oh, speaking of good movies that Circuitry likes, because that's one of her favorite movies as well. Have you ever seen the movie Strange Days, Ben?
I don't think so.
Dude, check it out. You fucking love it. It's so goddamn cool.
Okay.
It came out in the 90s, well, so like the basic premise is like there's this piece of technology that you can wear on your head and then do a thing, and then it records your experience. Like it records all your visuals, it records all of your sensations that you feel during the thing, and then you can like sell that experience to somebody else with a cartridge. It goes on a cartridge. You put the device on your head as well. You put it in, you turn it on, and then you get to like have that experience. So like, for instance, like say you're a really rich businessman who is, has lived his life, on the up and up, and he's never really done anything illegal. He can buy an experience of like robbing a convenience store, because he could never ever actually do that in real life.
That actually sounds kind of familiar. I don't think I've seen the movie though, but now that you're describing it,
I might have told you about it before.
I guess there's something like that in Cyberpunk.
Oh, is there? Wow. That's awesome. And this came out in the 90s too. It has to do with the year 1999 actually going into year 2000. But yeah, that's kind of what the not exactly what the premise is, but that's what's going on. That's the major focus of the movie. And then there's like a crime murder mystery wrapped up revolving around that device. And Angela Bassett is in it. She steals the show. She's not even the main character, but she's the best thing in that movie. And Ralph Fiennes, guy who played Voldemort, is the main character. He's good too.
Okay, I'll check it out.
You will like it. It's got like I almost want to say it's kind of like mindfucky like The Matrix is, but not really, because The Matrix is kind of cheesy and this isn't.
Alright.
But, I mean, like, it's pretty safe to say that if you like The Matrix, you would also like this movie, but that's kind of not the best comparison one could make, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've sold me on it. I'll watch it.
Excellent.
True abilities have been awakened? That doesn't sound safe.
That sounds cool, Ubicore. There's a drug in the game that people do. It's called brain dances.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you haven't read Shakespeare unless it's been in the original Klingon. I think I fucked that line up, but you know what I'm saying.
I think that was kind of accurate.
Conversation conversion achievement unlocked.
Oh.
No, well, I mean, well, I don't know, not to your credit or anything like that, but like, I've only seen it on VHS. I've never streamed it. I've never seen it in widescreen. I bought a brand new VHS copy of the movie and watched it on tape for the first time. I wanted to see it because she sold me on the movie. So Circuitry, she was telling me about it, and I was like, well, fuck, I should buy it on VHS since it was a 90s movie. It came out before like DVDs were big, so it was kind of made to look good on tape, and it was the correct decision.
We won!
Yay! Ubicore just watched the trailer. He says it looks awesome, looks sick.
Oh, I got a decoder.
Whoa, you can get those from boss fights?
Apparently.
Well, okay. Good timing, too, because we are at time.
Jeez,
Guess we have
what
to
the hell's the military thinking? Keeping things like that
talk
around?
about this thing that just happened first.
Yes, it's definitely not an admirable hobby.
Anyway, it looks like everyone's okay.
Well, we were able to recover KOS-MOS.
Then there's no reason for us to stay here. Let's return to the Durandal and hurry to the Elsa's rescue.
Chaos's voice got deeper just there.
Yeah, it sounds better.
He almost Go ahead.
It sounds better.
He kind of sounds like a Frog Brother. Like from Lost Boys. He sounds like Corey Feldman a little bit. Just not as deep. Nosferatu. Vampiro.
So, what are you going to do with them? Are we just going to let them go?
That's a foolish question. As we've observed, the compass swings sharply when Xion comes into contact with KOS-MOS. The 13th key. Even without our intervention, they will reach that location.
I guess everything follows the destined flow, huh? Don't tell me you knew this was going to happen from the beginning. Ooh, scary, scary.
This guy makes me think of the Phantom with Billy Zane.
Save the game?
Big purple guy.
Save the game, indeed.
Oh, cool.
5.5 hours.
That's some good progress.
End of chapter 2.
Perfect. We ended the first stream at the end of chapter 1.
I think we did.
We did. Like literally the same sort of save situation where it's like, oh, that was the end of chapter 2 or 1 or whatever. Yeah, cool, perfect.
All right.
Well, cool. I guess we'll be back on Sunday.
You can do it.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah,
So,
Sunday.
Yeah. We'll be back on Sunday, but I probably will be back in like a couple minutes. I'm just going to take a break and might come back with some more Fallout because I just started it and I'm into it. I want to play more.
Nice. I'll check it out.
Haven't even left First Town yet, so yeah, we gotta do some more than just shoot a couple geckos and that's it.
All right. See you guys.
Later.